know you're somewhere out there, somewhere far away. I want you back.
Good morning, traders. What is up and what's going on? And happy Thursday. That's what I'm talking about. What's up? Happy Money Thursday. We're going to call every day Money, like Money Monday, Money Tuesday, Money Wednesday, Thursday, but not Money Friday. But today is Money Thursday, November 18th, 2021, 8:57 in the market. Do not judge me, guys. Don't judge me. I got some pretty glasses. I'll tell you what, I look fresh. I look clean. Not really. But anyway, hope you guys are having an awesome morning. I hope you guys had an amazing evening. And I first and foremost want to congratulate everybody yesterday on their big-time profits. Didn't see a lot of profits in profits chat, but I saw a lot of you guys talking about, profits. You're absolutely crushing it on some stocks, especially on Tuesday. You guys were absolutely killing it on PROG. We saw profits, $4 grand. 12 grand, right? We had some big time profits, but the biggest thing, guys, is we saw consistent profits this week. Tons of consistency. You guys coming in, being patient, getting prepared, taking advantage of these opportunities, and locking in those consistent basic profits. So I want each and every one of you to take a step back for a moment and just congratulate yourself for your hard work, for showing up every single day, for taking the initiative, for using me and abusing me, and applying what you're learning in the market to see these consistent profits. So congratulations, be proud of yourselves. You guys are on the right track to success. The life that you want, the freedom that you desire, you guys are making it happen. So congratulations. You guys fire me up, and I'm very proud of each and every one of you. So hit me with the good morning, traders, inside of chat. Hit me with a good morning, YouTubers. What's up? What's going on, Matthew, Rod, Alan, Mike, Ed, the man, the myth, the legend? You guys here on TikTok can come over to YouTube. It's Alpha Day Trading on YouTube. We are now live. You see my screen, my charts, you hear my beautiful voice, and we're going to go ahead and get you guys prepared for the day as far as where I think the opportunity is, what I'm watching, and we're going to have some fun. We're going to make some profits. All right? Let's do it. Let's do it. Manager at Green Market Cafe, been trading for a year and doing some DD. Hey, I come to Green Market Cafe all the time up here in Trinity. I don't know. I used to go to Clearwater and Trinity. It's really good food. You just skip me on my chicken sometimes. I'm joking. I'm joking. Yo, Z Pollard, what's up? Good morning. Jacob, Cole, Chris, Angel, Corey, Kids King, Ron. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and happy Money Thursday. We're going to start with our morning stock newsletter. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do not get the morning stock newsletter, you can click the link in my bio on TikTok or just go to alphadaytrading.com. Homepage, scroll all the way down. You'll see morning stock newsletter. I put these together almost every single morning. Some mornings, shit happens, right? Sometimes I don't get them done. It does take me a little bit of time to put these together. But I break down all the stocks that have news. Today, I did not have enough time to put my personal watch list in there, but we're going to talk about that today. Pre-market gappers, prior day gainers, earnings this week, again, to get you guys prepared for the day. So we had some news today. We had like CALA, CRDF, RAAS, BABA with their earnings. We have NVIDIA earnings, Macy earnings as well, LGHL, DRNA. So there's a lot of stocks with news, but I like to do the due diligence for you guys, right? Not saying I want to do all the legwork for you, but you guys know how to look for a stock that's moving, right? Especially in chat, if you remember, you know how to get prepared. Stock that's moving, the catalysts, the volume, the float, the technicals, right? If we did this right here on every single stock, I would be wasting about 80% of your time talking about just stocks that don't have potential. So check out the morning stock newsletter. Get prepared. Make sure you're still doing your due diligence, but I'm going to do some of that legwork for you. And we're going to go ahead and talk about two of these stocks that I think have some of the best potential today as far as news in my personal watch list as well. So once again, good morning, team, and happy Thursday. And always, welcome back to the best trading chat room. I wouldn't even say the chat room. Community. family, right, in the world. We all strive for the same things, to learn together, to trade together, to profit together. Keep up that amazing work, team. Keep locking in those consistent profits. Remember, sit back, be patient, wait for that A-plus setup to present itself, react to it, attack the opportunity, and lock in some great profits. Get fired up, team, because today we're going to have an awesome day, team. All right, so let's go ahead and start with my options watch list. We're just going to go from the top of my watch list all the way to the bottom. Apple is actually going to be added to my watch list. I'm liking what I'm seeing here on the 30-minute chart. We're actually in a little bit of a squeeze here on the 30-minute chart on Apple. We just closed with a okay doji on the 1 hour. You know, they're about 845. It was looking good. Now I'm not too confident with it. So we are starting to see a shift from buying momentum to selling momentum. We have 153 support. What I would say, as long as we can stay above like that 152.70 to this 153.21 level, I mean, it's about a 50-cent window, but it's 50 cents on Apple. That's fine. This 50-cent window of support, as long as we're intact and we stay above this level, we have room back to yesterday's highs of 155, and then we have room into the 157s, and who knows, maybe getting a new all-time high today on Apple, but at least we know we could retest that all-time high if we break over yesterday's highs. Now, if we start cracking below that 152.70, 153.20 level, we could look to take some puts on Apple today, back down towards around 151.47 there on Apple. NVIDIA up on earnings. This stock took a nice little beating yesterday from around 305 down to 288. Earnings came out, not too shabby. Stock is back up towards around 320. Right now on NVIDIA. Bottom support on NVIDIA right now is going to be 313.58. Below that 313.58, you're looking back down towards around 309. I don't care if it holds 309. I don't care if it holds 313. As long as I see support form at one of these levels, I would definitely consider an entry, because we do have room back to that all-time high of 323.10. But here's the thing. There's a lot of hype around NVIDIA. There's been a lot of hype around NVIDIA. The earnings were good. We may not see profit taking out of the gate. It may literally gap and go. Gapping up, it may just break into an all-time high and not look back. NVIDIA could see 350 today. If we break the all-time high and we have a lot of great volume, 350 would be your next big target once we start breaking that all-time high here on NVIDIA. But, sometimes we see profit taking when the market opens. I mean, the stock is from around that low yesterday, right? Even the close at 292, it's up at 320, right? That's a pretty nice big gap up. That's like 30 points on NVIDIA. You may see profit taking, but at the same time, this stock has had a lot of hype, a lot of focus, and a lot of momentum. So it's not a definitive that we're going to see the profit taking. With that type of hype, with that type of momentum and activity, you may see buyers just move right in at the open and push this into a new all-time high. We have room towards around 350. Again, right now, 313.58 support, below 313.58, 309.07. I'm just looking for a good opportunity to get involved. I like NVIDIA. I think it has a lot of great potential today, but I want to see what we look like right out of the gate. Definitely keeping NVIDIA on watch. BABA, I know exactly how I want to get involved here. I want to short BABA, right? We have room down towards around 144.92. Right now, we had earnings from around 160. We're down towards around 148. There may be some shorts in this. We may see some covering at the open. We may see some bottom feeders trying to buy this up for a quick little pop. But if we see a panic pop on BABA, that's when the stock opens. It pops up very quick, very fast. Traders are, panicking, right? They want to buy it because it's so low. Or shorts are covering their short position. I would look to get back in to a short position on BABA to ride this short down towards around 145. As long as we stay below 150, I'm bearish down towards around 145 and then 140 on BABA. Looking at that gap fill on the daily chart and then that prior low right around 140. If we break back above 150 and we hold 150, I'd actually say 150.68. So call it 151. We could expect BABA to make a move back up towards around 158 on BABA. So right now I'm thinking short. But if we start to see buyers move in and it's setting up for a long and it's starting to reverse out of the short-term downtrend, we could definitely look for some short-term day trade calls here on BABA up towards 158. And when BABA moves, BABA moves. So there's definitely going to be some decent opportunity here today with BABA. Macy's up on earnings as well. Support on Macy's is all the way back down around this 32.38 level. Right around like 32.38. We can actually bring it up a little bit. 32, like 50. So right around like 32.50 support on Macy's. Again, this is gapping up off earnings from around 30 bucks towards around 35. I do want to see the stock pull back a little bit. I want to see it pull back a little bit. That's it. Macy's open up, pull back right around that 32 to 33 level. I see Macy's having potential to run to 38 today. Anything over $38 on Macy's, we have room to $40.57. And then I'm not saying it's going to hit this target. Not saying it's going to go to 45, but if Macy's steals the volume, and this is where traders are at, and we start breaking that 38 level clean, breaking that second target of 40.57 clean, technically we do have room to 45.28 here on Macy's. So today, definitely great opportunity for a day trade, but we're also going to be looking at this one a little bit later this evening to see if it's a good candidate for a possible swing trade here on Macy's, because again, we do have a lot of great opportunity to the upside. Those are my top 3 stocks that I'm watching today for options. Actually, I'm sorry, top 4 stocks I'm watching today for options. You got Apple, we talked about that, Nvidia, BABA, and Macy's. Now let's talk about some of these stocks that actually have some news today, right? We have CALA. At first glance, you're like, Josh, why are we talking about this? Well, I want to talk about it because that daily chart's kind of appealing, right? There's not the greatest news, but that press release got this thing moving from around 91 cents up to 130. Right now, it looks like crap. Right now, I really don't want to focus on it. But if we ever see CALA break back above 108 today, we should get prepared for a potential big-time move. Look at the daily chart here on CALA. Look at the big gap down. Gap down from around 190 down towards around 108, right? That's where we opened when we gapped down. U-shape, hit it as resistance, got rejected. Right now, we were above it slightly this morning in pre-market. I'm looking at that 107, 108 get rebroken for this stock to hold above. We have room to 134 and then potentially to fill this gap up towards around 178. So again, right now, there's no opportunity. I'm not saying buy it. I'm saying watch it. If it breaks and holds over 108, I'm going long to 133, right? Breaking over 133, we have room to 178. I will not touch the stock until it's above 108 CALA. Good news, 80 million in float. It has a press release. The press release kind of sucks, but that brought some focus and attention to CLA. I'm not trading this because of really good news. The only reason I would trade this is based on those technicals, filling that daily gap. We've seen it happen before. We could see it happen again today. I definitely think you guys should just be mindful of CLA just in case it sets up, okay? Moving on to CRDF. CRDF this morning has a press release that they announced a $15 million investment, a $15 million equity investment from Pfizer. Pfizer also bought 2.4 million shares at $6.22. So 622, 2.4 million shares from Pfizer, and they are also announcing a $15 million equity investment from Pfizer. Now, is that, am I messed up here? Is that pretty much the same thing? I didn't really read too much into that press release. So 2.4 million shares at 622 times 2.4 million shares. Is that a $15 million investment? That is a $15 million investment. So it's the same thing. So I thought they were separated, but when I looked at it, I'm like, no, that's the same thing. So them buying 2.4 million shares at 622 was the $15 million investment. They're not two separate things. The way they broke it down, the way it was in two separate articles or two press releases, made it seem like they bought 2.4 million shares at 622 and a $15 million equity investment. It's the same thing. Their $15 million equity investment was them buying 2.4 million shares at $6.22 per share. I just want to keep it on watch, just because the keyword Pfizer, right? Pfizer coming in and buying $15 million worth of shares of CRDF, that could definitely generate some hype and some interest here on CRDF. And that's exactly why we saw it open up at 6, hit 680. Right now it is pulling back and selling off a little bit, but it has the news. It's a lower float stock as well. It's 37 million in float here on CRDF. It's trading good volume, trading 5x on the volume. It's up 20%. Not another stock that I think we should really focus on right out of the gate. Nothing that I'm like, okay, this is the number one stock, but it's definitely a stock that we should keep on watch, especially if this stock can hold above $6. But again, it could flatline today. It could sit sideways, right? It's not acquisition news, right? They're not being acquired, but at the same time, traders may read this as, if Pfizer stepping in and buying at 622, well, maybe that's what it's worth, 622, right? But that's not really what that press release is. It's not acquisition news. It definitely has potential to move today. Over 682 on CRDF. This has room up towards around $7.50. I do want to keep this one on watch. It's currently number 6 on the leaderboard. It has good volume, and it is a lower float stock as well with a credible press release. Above $6, we have decent potential today. And then I know you guys are talking about ISUN. ISUN. This press release must have came out close to 9 o'clock. So ISUN shares are trading higher after the company issued FY22 sales guidance above estimates. All right, so that's why we have ISUN moving. ISUN is the lowest float stock on the leaderboard, coming in at 4 million in float. We know low float stocks could absolutely rip and run. It's up 18% right now. Again, our number one gapper, right, with volume is SEV at 21%. So we know it's going to be a slower day. It's going to be a lighter day. Again, when we see stocks gapping up in the 20s and that's it, it's going to be a pretty slow day in my opinion. But we have a low float stock within the last, 30 minutes. It's traded 3 million shares. On average, it trades 100,000. So we have high relative volume. We have a low float stock, and we have some news here. We could definitely see this stock move on up. I don't think it's the best stock to watch today, but it's definitely a stock that we should definitely keep on watch. Okay. ISUN, if we check this out real quick, we do have some light support down towards around 912, 9 to 912. Resistance right around that $10 level, and then we're looking back up towards around those pre-market highs of 1150. Why not 12, right? I'm just looking at the candle bodies being a more realistic level of resistance. It could pop the 12, that's fine, but if we see it up towards around 1150, that's a good time to start trimming some profits, starting to possibly exit that position if it sets up with an opportunity, if we get involved. Right now, $9 support. We have room back to 10, and then $12 on ISUN. All right. We also had there momentarily LVGN starting to creep on up. LVGN did have news this morning. LVGN. It was the metaverse news, right? No. That was LGHL. So again, we're having a lot of press releases drop right around 9 o'clock. And this is where, the activity is normally going, is these stocks that are dropping these closer to the market open press releases. So now we have LGVN. So they get FDA rare pediatric disease designation. That's some pretty good news there on LVGN. This is the lowest float stock. I thought it was ISUN, but now LGVN here within the last 15 minutes, starting to get some action right now, up about 35%, trading 3.5 million shares. On average, it trades 100,000. So another stock that has high relative volume, very low float stock, getting a lot of activity. So right now, the two lowest float stocks we have are ISUN and LGVN. Both have news, both are low floats, both are trading high relative volume. At this point in time, this is where our focus is going to be for penny stocks, right? These stocks have the volume, they're leading the board, and this is where we can expect to see a decent amount of potential. But don't get me wrong, I still think SEV has good potential. We're getting ready to talk about that. I still think PROG has great potential as well, and maybe even EYPT from yesterday. All right, so right now, let's start possibly cleaning up this watch list. Is there anything we could take off at this point in time to really clean this up? I think CRDF, we should still keep that one on watch. One of my back burner plays is CALA, so let's add CALA down to the bottom. It's the bottom of the watch list. Looking at LVGN real quick, where could we see this stock go? We're right at first glance, right around that 5 to 515, and boom, 429. So that was pretty easy. So 429 resistance, breaking over that 429, we have a lot of room. I'm going to call it at $5 just because $5 natural resistance. And right now we could see some light support right around 392, right? 392-ish, and then support back down towards around that 350. Right now there is some news, right? Good news. Low float stock getting some great volume. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the stock open and immediately break those pre-market highs and that 429 resistance and get a nice big pop up towards around $5. Right now, LVGN, I'm going to mark this one on my watch list as one of the top 3 stocks that we should be watching out of the gate. ISUN, don't think it's one of the top 3, right? It's definitely something we should watch. But right now, pop from $8 to $12, all the way back down at $9. I'd like to see this settle on down first. I'd like to actually see this, form support and actually see buyers here, right? Look at the light volume, right? On that candle, 200,000 shares traded, right? Then we had 600,000 shares to the downside, 700,000 shares to the downside. At first glance, you would think, oh, it's just pulling back. No, right? It barely moved up on volume, barely moved up on any volume. And then sellers are coming in and absolutely tearing this to the downside. Right now, I'm not crazy about that volume. It's not a healthy pullback, right? Sellers are driving this down. We actually have sellers that were increasing, right? More than what took to push this stock up this morning. That may be telling me that maybe there were some bag holders here on the stock, right? And people are dumping this. Does that make sense? When you see a stock move up from $8 to $12, on 200,000 shares. And then over the next 10 minutes, right, there's 1.5 million shares dumped. That tells me that there's some probably, some bag holders here that are dumping this. I'm not too confident with ISUN. I don't think it's a top stock that we should watch. I definitely think LVGN surpasses ISUN as far as predictability, as far as the opportunity right now. So ISUN, we will keep it on watch. But at this point in time, it's definitely seeming to me that there's a lot of bag holders on this stock that are completely dumping this based on the volume so far today in pre-market, okay? So again, we have ISUN. We will add that to the lower part of our watch list as well. LVGN is definitely something we should keep on watch. Now let's talk about some of these back burner prior day movers. Some of these back burner prior day movers, okay? So PROG. PROG on the 30-minute is about to fire on a squeeze, right? We're seeing a lot of selling momentum yesterday, right? I'm going to show you my chart so you can see what I'm saying, right? So I'm looking at my squeeze pro indicator, right? So we had a shift from buying momentum to selling momentum, and then we crossed, we squeezed, we fired, we moved lower, right? But now we're actually starting to see a shift from selling momentum, right, to buying momentum, entering into a squeeze right now as well. So we are squeezing above 443 supports here on PROG. As long as we hold above 440 to 450, and if we can fire out of the squeeze here on a 30-minute chart, we have room back up to 6. And if we go look at that daily chart here on PROG, we do have some room up towards around $7.48 here on PROG. So right now, as long as this stock stays above 425 to 440, right? Because I'm going to go off yesterday's low and post market. That's right around 430, right? So I'm saying 430 to the pre-market low, right around 445. That's support. If we stay above that level of support and we see that squeeze fire and we see some volume move in, we do have room back up to 6 and potentially $7.48 on PROG. Right now, I would not try and chase the puts. I would not try and short this. It just seems to be a little risky at this point in time. However, if we crack these levels of support and we do not fire and we still see that selling momentum move back in, absolutely, we can get involved with some puts. We can short this stock. But right now, while it's above 430, while it's above 445, while it's technically squeezing and we see buying momentum moving back in, I would be a little cautious trying to jump in to puts, right? I would just kind of play it safe, sit on the sidelines, and wait for the best of the best confirmation, right? Good confirmation for a long is a break and a hold above $5. Good confirmation for some puts or a short is going to be a break and a crack down below 445 and 430. You can take it down to $4, and then you could technically take it down towards around $3.45 today on PROG. EYPT, it was squeezing this morning. Right now, it actually fired to the downside. So I'm not too crazy about EYPT anymore. So again, this morning, right around like 7:30, 8 o'clock, it was in this nice squeeze, but we honestly just look like we fired to the downside. So I'm not too crazy about EYPT, but it was a prior day mover. EYPT did run yesterday, had a nice little day from around, $14 all the way up towards around $18.70. I say we keep EYPT on watch above $16.80. EYPT does stay above, and it's strong, and it's over $16.80. We do have room back up towards around yesterday's highs, right? Yesterday's highs around $18.83. So, there's still potentially, $1.50 to $2 of reward to the upside on EYPT if we see some structure form at $16.80. Maybe we have a good opportunity. We take advantage of it. We do have room to $18.83. We have room to $20, and then potentially retesting some of Monday's pre-market highs around $22 to $24 here on EYPT. And then SEV, right? We all know what's going on with SEV. I don't think we have to talk about it too much. New IPO yesterday, EV stock closed up 90%. Why are we watching it? Momentum. Why are we watching it? 70 to 80% of other traders in the market, this is where they currently are. So this is where our focus needs to be right out of the gate as well. This is our number one stock. This is our number one stock. Now, if it's too expensive for you, it's not optionable, your number one stock should be LVGN, in my honest opinion. So I'm watching SEV as one of my top three. I'm watching LVGN as one of my top three as well. Now, SEV, we know it has room back up towards around those pre-market highs, right around $52.64. And right now, we are back above those post-market highs, and that can turn into new support right around $46.52. But the best of the best of the best support is going to be back down around that first little area of consolidation from post-market yesterday, and it's our pre-market low as well. That's right around $39.66. You can actually bring it down a little bit, like $39.40. Right now, ideally, staying above $46.52 is nice. We have room back up to these pre-market highs. And then what we can do here, this is a little challenging. If we got some time, let's do it. Is there a nice Fibonacci retracement here? Where did this move really start? Right there. The move ended right there. All right, we had a 50% retracement, so we can run an extension on this level. So let's go ahead and run our extension to get some overhead price targets here on SEV. So let's go grab our Fibonacci extension from where that move started yesterday, up to that pre-market high, back down to that retracement low. And this is going to give us an idea of where we could see SEV go next. 55.21, that 78.6 extension, 58.97, and that 100% right around 65. So your main target, your top target, if we get a full extension here, would be up towards around $65. You do have 58.97 resistance. You do have 55.21 and 52.64 resistance. Those are going to be your targets based on this Fibonacci extension, okay? So those are going to be some overhead targets. We know support. We know where we could see this go. Again, the sky's the limit. There's no overhead resistance. That's why we're using those Fibonacci extensions to gauge where we should look to lock in some profits if we are in SEV. And then my third and final stock that I'm watching today, right? I like this stock a lot. Why do you think I like this stock? Not just because I've been talking about Playboy for the last 2 months, right? Remember, Cole, we were on the phone 2 months ago. You looked at Playboy with me, $25, buying some calls. Look at it now. Look at me now. Oh, look at me now. Yeah. Playboy, I've been all over this stock for a very, very long time. This stock has got a lot of great attention to it over the last couple of months. That's not why I like it, though, today. Why do I like it? Look at that daily chart. What do we have here on PLBY? Mid-candle, baby. Mid-candle. So what I'm looking for here on Playboy is above 40. Over $40, I'll start getting my feet wet. Up to $42, anything over $42, guys, Playboy has room all the way up towards around $48.19. Not saying that's going to happen today, but it could, right? Look at just here on Tuesday, right? From 34 to 42. It moved $8. So if we break above 40 and it goes to 48, that's $8. It's done it in one day. right? It's made that really nice move in a day. Mid-candle breakout formation. The stock has a lot of volume. It has a lot of focus. It has a lot of attention. I like Playboy a lot. This is my number one back burner play, right? And it's actually one of the top 3 stocks that I'm personally going to be watching right out of the gate. If you guys see me in anything in the first 5 minutes, it's most likely going to be PLBY. Playboy for the mid-candle breakout. I like this one a lot. It's something that I don't even care to have this and hold it for a swing trade. I like this. It has a lot of great room to the upside. So this is one of my top stocks that I'm going to be watching right out of the gate. I know you guys are asking about DRNA. DRNA acquisition news. Look at it sitting sideways. Not worth your time. DRNA acquisition news. No. So anytime you see a stock, right, gapping up substantially like this and it's flatlining, 99.9% of the time it's acquisition news, right? They're being acquired. They're being bought out. $33 billion deal at a cost of what? $38.25 a share. This stock will flatline 99.9% of the time at that price, because that's what this company is worth, is $38.25 a share. They were bought out. They were acquired for $3.3 billion. That's what DRNA is worth. It will, again, almost 100% of the time, and I can't say 100%, but 99.9999999% of the time, it's going to sit sideways. It is not worth your time on these stocks that have acquisition news, okay? I was looking at RAAS this morning. RAAS earnings, the volume wasn't the best. The price action wasn't great. But if you are watching RAAS, you ideally want to see it stay above yesterday's high at $4.63. You have some room back up towards around 484, and that's actually where it's at right now, and then potentially back up towards around 546. I'm not a huge fan of RAAS. I think we have some better opportunity out there. I definitely think SEV has some great opportunity. I'm really focused here on the day, guys. I don't know about you guys, but I think that's a great stock that has a lot of great hype and a lot of great opportunity for some big time moves. And then Playboy for that mid candle breakout. Even LVGN looks okay, right? If we want to add RAAS to the watch list, we can. All right, so let me ask you guys this. What do you think? We got 40 seconds to go. What stock do you think is going to be the best today? And based on what you guys say, that's going to be the stock that we watch right out of the gate. What stock do you think will be the best stock of the day, team? In full disclosure, I have no open positions on the day. All right, you got 12 seconds. 12 seconds. What stock do you think is going to crush it today? What stock do you think has the best opportunity? Anybody? Anybody? And the market is officially open. Angel saying PROG. Angel, I do like Prague above those levels that we were talking about. Absolutely. Even EYPT has some great potential. Honestly, I'd like to see EYPT just do nothing. Why? It could be a mid-candle breakout for tomorrow. Still way too early to tell, but it could be. Like I said, PLBY is like my number one go-to stock. This is the stock that I am really focused on, right? This is the stock that I think has a lot of the best potential today. All right, so this is where I'm focused. AMD and NVIDIA, I like it. Skylar, good choice, good stuff. NVIDIA, and then AMD for some sympathy. I like it. Again, my number one stock that I'm watching for that potential mid-candle breakout over $40 is Playboy. So you may see me entering Playboy coming on up. Again, I do not want to take my focus away from this, because once it breaks 40 and over that, post-market high yesterday, I think this one has a lot of great potential to the upside, guys. I think this one has a lot of great potential, especially breaking over yesterday's highs. Yesterday's highs were right around 40 bucks. Let's not forget about that. Spreads kind of stink right now, though. Spreads are about 50 cents. I just do not want to see this pop $1 and it starts squeezing to the upside. I don't want to miss it. ISUN above $9. It has room to 10. CALA, we got some time there. Above $4 on LVGN. Back up to that 429 level, guys. right? So if we're looking at LVGN, if LVGN gets back above, $3.92 to $4, you could see a quick pop to $4.30 and then a $5 target. Playboy, are you putting any weight on volume or continuation play? So Playboy is a mid-candle breakout formation, pure technicals. I'm not putting a lot of weight on, pre-market volume or anything like that. I'm just looking at this daily technical. Daily technicals. This stock going red to green today, breaking over yesterday's highs. We have a lot of room, 41, 42, and then looking at that daily chart, we have room to 48. We can even fill the gap at 51. So there's a lot of opportunity here on PLBY. It's purely technicals that I'm looking at here on Playboy. Again, SEV was another stock that, again, we got to keep this one on high watch. Right now, there's no opportunity on SEV. Right now, nothing on Playboy. Right now, with some of these larger cap stocks like, like Apple, we wait. So let's put Apple up there. So again, looking at CRDF. Again, we're only 3 minutes into the market, guys. Only 3 minutes in, not really seeing anything. The only stock that I think that you can have potential on right out of the gate is going to be LVGN. This is the only stock that I really think you have great potential right now for a big time move is LVGN. Once this breaks 430, guys, you could see a quick pop up towards around 5, but it first has to break above 430. They're on LVGN. Nothing on PROG. Nothing on Apple yet. Nothing on Macy's. I'm still watching BABA for that possible, 151 rejection. Still looking to possibly play BABA to the short side. We'll have to see. We are pretty close down to that level of support already, so maybe a little risky trying to short this, but if we see the setup, let's go. Oh, look at that. We had a quick new all-time high, 325 to the penny there on NVIDIA, and then immediately getting rejected, almost $10 to the downside. Woo! Let's go for a nice bounce play. 313.58 bounce play on NVIDIA. Maybe like a 313.58 bounce play on NVIDIA, guys. I mean, that could be a nice little bounce play. It's getting hit really hard right now. Really hard, back down to that 313 level. So I do want to keep NVIDIA on watch for a possible bounce right around that 313.58-ish mark. There goes LVGN. So right now, the number one stock is LVG, and I'm currently 0 trades on the day. 0 trades. Mwah, LVGN. I like it. Catherine getting in. Let me guess. $3.92, $4 entry. Quick little 10% up to resistance. Nice stuff. Nice stuff. Yeah, again, right when you saw that clean break over that $3.92 to $4, I mean, it had a lot of room right up into that pre-market high, that 429. Right now, that's your light level of support. Ideally, let's bring it down to the pre-market high. Let's give it some room. Pre-market high, 425 support. But again, this thing has room to $5. Again, don't be surprised if you see it shoot right up to $5. That's a main target here on LVGN. Nice, 383 to 430. We'll see you tomorrow, Catherine. Way to come in and make that quick money. I love it. Way to come in and lock in those profits within 6 minutes of the day. Mwah, I love it. Good stuff. All right, right now, it's LGVN. LGVN. L is in Lima. G is in Gary. V is in Victor. N is in Nancy. LGVN. I probably, my dyslexia got me. Yeah, I'm not a buyer at high a day. I don't care if this breaks out and rips the 5. I do not buy at the high a day, so I am not personally going to touch this. I mean, it's tempting. She's tempting. Big leg up, consolidation. Looks like it's going to break and run, but I cannot buy at high a day. It's shortable. It's shortable. At the same time, I don't want to short against that move. It's 50-50, right? Like, I would love to short this, but knowing me, it'll go to 5. If I buy it, knowing me, it'll short. I'm just not even going to touch it. I'm not even going to touch it right now. You know, I'm still watching Playboy. You know, I'm waiting for SEV to settle down. EYPT, possibly for tomorrow for that mid-candle breakout, guys. If we sit like this all day, mid-candle breakout potential. Prog going for a red to green move, guys. Right off support. PROG going for a potential red to green move. Let's not forget about PROG. We haven't squeezed yet. We have not fired yet on the 30-minute squeeze, but we have that nice shift in momentum. We have a nice bounce. Buyers are here. Let's go. PROG, baby. One more little pullback before I can possibly get my feet wet here. And don't sleep on CALA, guys. Do not sleep on CALA. Honestly, this was like my #1 back burner sleeper. This one has so much room on the daily chart, especially over 108. 96 is the low, give or take. 96 is the low. It's at 102. It's back above $1. Decent volume. You know, I could see myself getting involved with this. You know, a couple thousand shares, put a hard stop in. If it stops me out, it's all good. And just let this thing kind of just work today. You know, I like this over that 108. It has so much room to that 20 EMA at 131. You got like 30 cents to the upside here. So we'll keep that one on watch. Now, CALA may be setting up very, very soon for an entry. And I'm still watching Playboy for the potential red to green. So I got 2 stocks that I'm watching. Right now, I know you guys are watching LVGN. You know exactly what you're looking for, right? You had your first entry, that consolidation. I'm not a fan of buying it high a day, but it was a pullback. You had the consolidation to break to the upside. Your next target is $5. Right now, support's at $4.25. I got to get, okay, PLBY coming on up. All right, so I'm long on Playboy. I am long on PLBY. Want to see this pop to 42? All right, so I'll let Playboy do its thing here a little bit. You guys know what the drill is on LVGN, CALA, still kind of sitting back on that. ISUN. CRDF. CRDF. Do not forget about CRDF either, guys. CRDF right now. Back above $6 and holding $6 here on CRDF. This stock has a lot of room to 682, team. So I am long right now over on Playboy. PLBY starting to get some great action towards it. May start trimming a little bit here. Not yet, though. Not yet. I'm in at 40 bucks. Like I said, over 40, I'm long. I went long over 40 bucks. I got filled at $40.04. 40.04. I'm going to let this thing kind of just work. LVGN just keeps on giving. The stock that just keeps on giving, baby. SEV's all the way back down, but here's a good bounce area. SEV, if you guys are watching SEV, it's a good little bounce area right there at 38.27, right? That's yesterday's highs and yesterday's close. $38.27 there on SEV. Great support. You could definitely see this hold on up, potentially red to green move. That would look great. You have a lot of great opportunity here on SEV. So So again, SEV 38.27 support, guys. If you find support, you see a double bottom, this could be an area that we hold on up for that break back above 46.50, and we could see another great green day here over on SEV, guys. Let's see if PLBY's got that juice. Let's see if it's got that juice. Got that juice. Got that juice. Where's that juice? Got that juice. Let's go with some juice. Juice over 41, room to 42. That's where I'd probably exit and look to rebuy the dip. So if we can get 42, I will exit and look to rebuy a pullback for a next potential leg up. There's $40. Oh, there's a break over 41. There's 41.04. I mean, I'm up $1 a share. I'm at a 1-to-1. Let's go ahead and lock in a little bit right here. Let's go ahead and lock in about a fourth of my position. Buyers back below 41, I lock in a little bit more, guys. I lock in half my position if we see the buyers drop back below 41. It is very overextended. It needs to pull back. But I'm just curious to see if buyers have another dollar left in them. Just curious to see if buyers can get this up about another dollar. These sellers are still holding up about 41.19, which is good. Let's get this squeeze. Over 41.40, 42 target, inbound. There we go. New high a day. Let's go, buyers. Let's go. Get it to 42, baby. Get it to 42 for the team. Get it to 42 for the team. I got to quit yelling. I'm sorry, guys. My apologies. I stopped yelling. Can we go 41.50? There's 41.55. Oh, yeah. We going 42, baby. We're going 42. All right, let's lock in a little bit more. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, 42. Let's lock in a little bit more. Oh, Playboy, I'm out. I'm out. $877.17 on the day. What a day. I'm out of here. See you guys. Ha, that's my goal. I'm out. Oh, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Nah, I'm back. I'm back. I'm not leaving you guys. I mean, beautiful red to green, right to 42. Boom, boom, bang. Nice 2-to-1 setup. I'll take it. God bless the Hefner. God bless Mr. Hugh. It's Money Thursday, baby. It's Money Thursday. We're already starting off the day good. Look at Jeff. Look at Jeff in Profits Chat. $428. Ow! Woohoo! Let's go. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. What a Money Thursday. What a Money Thursday. Good job, Jeff. And everybody else in chat. I know some of you guys are making some profits. Where you got to put your profits in Profits Chat. Josh, remember the tone of voice. Yeah, you heard my tone of voice with Playboy. Did anybody trade my tone of voice on Playboy? Over 40, I'm buying it. There we go. Oh, man. Thanks, guys. But good job to you, Catherine, locking up some great profits there over on LVGN. Check out Jeff's profits over on Profits Chat. Jeff's got a quick 428.25 on the day. Good job, Jeff. Anybody else want to throw some profits up there? Anybody else want to, help motivate the team? Look at that. I'll throw mine up there. We'll motivate the team there a little bit. There we go. There we go. Good job. 877.18. We got Jeff at 428. Right on, guys. You guys are crushing it. It's not even 9:45 yet. It's not even 9:45 yet, guys. CRDF, nothing. ISUN, nothing. CALA is that sleeper, guys. This stock has some potential. I don't want to give a lot back. I maybe give maybe 200 back. So if I went with 2,000 shares and I got stopped out at 10 cents, that'd be $200. And I like the potential this shows. But I don't really need a lot to make good profit if the stock fills the gap. So I could even go with 1,000 shares of CLA, which is a little teeny investment. Risk $100 to make 3 to 4. I like that opportunity. I like that CALA opportunity. So it may be worth, getting a little. I'm going to wait for the 107 break. How about that? I just have a feeling that once it breaks the VWAP intraday and it breaks that 108, it's just going to pop. It's going to pop. So we'll be patient. We'll be patient. I like it. Skylar said, God bless the Hefner. God bless the Hefner. What an amazing boom. Just in and out. Just like boom, boom. I mean, that was quick. I like trades like this, right? You see the setup, you get your entry, it just goes. There's no hesitation. It just target to target. Pure technicals, beautiful stuff. That's what I'm talking. Oh, every day like this, we're great. If every day was like this, that's just phenomenal. We'll be hitting those 200,000 a year goals. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. What is that? $5. Owing $5 on LVGN. $5. Right now, you're going to continue to bring your stops up underneath those prior highs. So right now, if you start cracking back below like 470, I would probably think about exiting your position on LVGN if you were long. I would put stops in right now, like 460. 460. $5 resistance. This bad boy is shortable, but I'm not shorting against this momentum. $5 natural resistance, guys. Yep. NVIDIA. We got some traders on YouTube locking it up. Good stuff on NVIDIA. How about BABA? Nothing. Macy's. Not bad on Macy's. Not bad on Macy's. I'm really waiting for that 38 break and hold on Macy's to grab maybe a $2.50 move out of that. I'm not going to touch it until it's over 38, though. There we got Apple making a nice little move here, guys. Again, Apple had room to that 155. So what was our support level? 153.21. What did we hold here? 153.21. Even if you missed that entry, we have an inverse head and shoulders formation over 154. Your next target, 155 there on Apple, if you guys were watching Apple. That was a solid play there on Apple. So Apple was good. Macy's was a challenging one. If you guys didn't catch Macy's, I don't blame you. That was a hard one to catch. BABA, no reason to touch it. NVIDIA, that was kind of tough because it didn't come right down to that 313.58, but it came down to 315. So even if you prematurely got in within that window of opportunity, you guys are crushing it. 10 points to the upside there. You guys are crushing it on Apple. Right now that's like 2 points to the upside on Apple. No entries yet on Prague. Nothing yet on EYPT. Nothing yet on SEV. Playboy still in play. Playboy is still in play. LVGN room to 5. CALA over 108. This is my next favorite play is going to be CALA over 108. ISUN's coming off the watch list. CRDF. Still going to be patient with it. We'll still keep this one on watch for now. But if it starts cracking back below like 580, she coming off the watch list. SEV, MRI, nothing yet on SEV. This thing is still just fading and falling. You have that 38, 27-ish level of support. Basically, that's coming from yesterday's close. They're on SEV. So, what you could see on SEV, if you like this one, you are right at support. So, what you could see here on SEV could be, where the stock comes down and bounces off support. It loses that level of support momentarily, basically trapping, or it's stopping out the longs, number one. You're stopping out the longs. You're bringing in shorts, providing a pool of liquidity just for the market makers or the institutions to drive the price back up. You can see that higher low form, and you could see a potential inverse head and shoulders. So if you get that higher low that forms, right, above that first low, you could see that quick, fast inverse head and shoulders. As long as you hold the left shoulder at $38.27, we get that nice little neckline. You could definitely break the neckline, and you could start moving back up towards around $46 on SEV. So you should probably be looking for something like this on SEV if you want to get involved. I would be waiting for the higher low to form above that potential left shoulder, establish your neckline, wait for volume to break that neckline right there, and then you have some opportunity on SEV. But right now, it's a little too risky because it's still in a downtrend. The trend's your friend. If it shifts out of the trend, make it happen. Yo, $400 on LVGN. Let's go. Got 11% on LVGN. Jason, send me an email. Jason Riccati, send me an email. josh@alphadaytrading.com. There should be nobody losing money. No one should be in a position to be losing money right now. All right? So if you are, shoot me an email. Let me know what trade it was, and let's review it. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you guys out. I have to spend some time today to respond to emails, because the emails you send me, I love them. But you guys send me paragraphs and books. Like, seriously, I got an email yesterday. It was an awesome email. I loved reading it. It was a great story, but it took me 30 minutes to read the email. It was a long email. Oh, it was long. So if you can sum it up, it makes it easier for me to read it, digest it, and get a response to it. But today I'm going to be responding to your guys' emails, all right? Yeah, definitely. Jason, over the last week, 2K, send me that email, man. Let's figure something out. Let's see if we can help you get on the right track to making some consistent profits. Again, but I'm not a member of the team. It's fine. Listen, I'll take time out of my day to help you out. I will take time out of my day to help you out. Just send me that email and let's make it happen. But guys, it's 9:53, right? I was a little generous, streaming this just a little bit longer, letting you guys catch some love from LGVN, letting you guys catch some love from our mid-candle breakout on Playboy. Again, I've been all over this stock for the past like 2 months. So congratulations to traders over on YouTube, making some quick, easy cash, some great profits. Enjoy those profits and do right with those profits, right? Continue to invest in your education. Continue to take some of these profits and invest those in your long-term accounts. Do the smart thing, secure your profits, end your day, right? Don't give your profits back. And you know what? I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's Friday. We'll have some fun. We'll make some profits, guys. And until then, happy safe trading. Just make sure you're being smart, you're trading safe, and you're securing your profits on the day. If anybody has any questions, you can email me anytime. It's josh@alphadaytrading.com. If you want to use some of your profits like a lot of members have in the past to sign up and join the team and work with us all day, every day, not just for 30 minutes, jump over to alphadaytrading.com. Feel free to join the team. We would love to work with you. If not, we'll see you here on the live streams. Happy safe trading, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Absolutely. You are very welcome, Jason. Absolutely. Look at Scott. Scott's got 180 on Macy's and 110 on the Qs on a $2,000 account. That's profit. That's 10%, baby. That's 10%. That's good stuff. That is great stuff. You know what? I think it's the glasses. What do you guys think? I think it's the glasses. I should wear these glasses more often. Just come in within the first 5 minutes, hit my goal, exceed my goal in one trade. Those are the one and dones. I'm just going to wear my glasses more often, guys. Seriously. I'm just going to wear my glasses more often. Just come in for the one and dones. All right, guys.